Champaign, Illinois, home to over 87,000 permanent residents and the University of Illinois, enrollment of over 40,000 students. Known for tech startups and a bustling downtown, Champaign's residents appreciate a small-town feel with the diversity of a city. But with diversity comes issues with race, class, and economic opportunity. In this podcast series, we will discuss the gun violence in Champaign and the complex issues behind it. I'm Delia Bradley, a journalism student unaffiliated with any news organization. That means I can report what some organizations can't. Welcome to Outside the Bubble, a closer look at the rapidly emerging gun violence in Champaign and what the city and community want you to know, or not know, about it.
One day it was a shooting, and we all just jumped in the sandbox. And that was when I was a kid, like 7 or 8.
That's Benny Drake, the security supervisor at the Illinois Bus and Train Terminal in downtown Champaign. I see him every Monday and Friday when I travel between downtown Champaign and the university. He is always smiling and laughing, usually talking to someone waiting for a bus. Benny has lived in the Champaign-Urbana area his entire life.
I've done security at all the roughest clubs, should I say, here in Champaign. I used to do security at the Canopy, used to do security at the High Dive, and now I'm at Soma. There's been shootings at all those clubs. I've been around it, but haven't been, unfortunate to get not hit or, just seen stuff.
Benny is a tall, broad man with tattoos covering his arms and a graying beard. He is around potential violence all the time, and he seems relatively unfazed when I bring it up.
You hear stories of people getting shot or somebody getting beat up on the corner because they didn't have that. Or I say I have a guardian angel because I have slipped through the cracks, of being that person who just sees everything or hears everything instead of being involved.
Why this community, though? In the middle of Illinois? According to City Council member Clarissa Foreman, the violence has always been in Champaign, but it's gotten significantly worse.
I had a rough life, so I slept in the park sometimes. I ran away from my foster homes, and so Champaign was always a safe community. I would just kind of explore the city on my own, and I have a 17-year-old and a 14-year-old, and I would never let them leave the house. I would never let them go anywhere in Champaign because I'm too afraid of. I'm not afraid of them. I'm afraid of what other people have going on.
It took a while to contact Foreman, but it was worth it. Representing District 1, an area considered more dangerous, even though crime is widespread across Champaign, Foreman lives in Garden Hills.
When they're in the streets, survival is what is the common goal amongst gangs. And people often misconfuse that with their economic benefit or the fact that they need money. Yeah. But I'm telling you, their immediate connection is survival every day.
Violence might be about survival, but Benny says it's also about revenge.
They go after the people who's shooting, but the community will protect half the people that's shooting because there's that no snitch. They won't never know who's doing it. That's why you got like 10 or so cases of somebody getting shot, but nobody's telling who did it, but someone's seen it, until somebody in their family gets shot. Now it's retaliation.
And that is how I got to a city council meeting, specifically looking forward to asking Police Chief Anthony Cobb some questions. I mostly just wanted to pick his brain. But at the city council meeting, he did not want to talk about the issue.
I'm not looking to do an interview on gun violence.
If he doesn't want to talk about gun violence, fine. But I was going to find people that would, eventually. In the meantime, I looked at the crime mapping data online. It only went back 6 months. And trying to find actual statistics on definitively how many deaths, how many injuries, anything to quantify the destruction, nothing I could find, so I called the police department. After 4 phone calls to the police department, they said the data was all online and refused to give me more information. According to the data I was allowed to view, the main pockets, or bubbles if you will, had significantly less or no crime committed with weaponry, no homicides, and no assault were the areas around campus and around the Champaign Country Club. There was some form of reported violence just about everywhere else in Champaign, according to the data, which, again, only goes back 6 months. If campus is a bubble, what do students have to say about the violence? With the bells of Altgeld tolling in the background, I took to the quad to find students willing to speak with me. I spoke with Kana Tamai, a sophomore at the University of Illinois.
One incident with a gun, so I think the campus is pretty safe.
When I told her about the prevalence of violence in the surrounding community, she asked if I was joking. In the next episode of Outside the Bubble, we will be talking with people in the community who try to combat Champaign's gun violence. I'm your host, Delia Bradley.